Hey everyone, welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto. In today's video, we're going to be going over Elliot wave theory. So if that sounds great to you, go ahead and hit that like button and sub to the channel if you are new. Now, we are just going to be going over the basics of Elliot wave theory, just giving you kind of the wave count and how that all works. We're not going to be going too deep into a lot of the rules. I will give you a couple of rules that will help in developing the structure of Elliot wave theory. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So first, with Elliot wave theory, basically all that it is market structure with rules. So there's certain rules that have to be followed, and if these rules are not followed, then the structures become invalidated and they end up being something else entirely. So what we are looking for in an uptrend is we are looking for an impulsive move to the upside. An impulsive move being an energetic, quick move to the upside, where price action looks like it's heading somewhere. It's got to get somewhere, okay? Then once it gets to where it needs to get to, we get a pullback or a correction, whatever. This correction can come all and then go to the upside. Doesn't really matter on that end, on that front. So let's go ahead and label this. So you can double click on your waves, go to the style, and go to your degree, and you can get all different types of, well, basically what this is a labeling from the super top of a cycle or the super mega cycle all the way down to the really bitty tiny time frames, okay? So because the idea behind Elliot wave theory is that you have waves inside of waves, fitting for Lunar Beaches Crypto. Maybe that's where I got it from. Just a little bit. So waves within waves within waves within waves. What do I mean by that? So I'm just going to go with cycle. So we're going to say this is just one full completed bull cycle, okay? We have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 within a full complete bull cycle. After that bull cycle, we get an ABC correction. And then we continue higher. But first, let's go ahead and identify this 5-wave structure to the upside. Now, when I say we have waves within waves, that means within this 5-wave structure to the upside, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 waves to the upside within wave 1. Then we get an ABC that makes up wave 2. Okay? So wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 2, ABC. Then wave 3, same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then ABC correction. ABC. Okay? Then one last final push to the upside, giving us one final 5-wave impulse to the upside. And then we get a bigger, more macro correction. All right? So in this, let's say that this is wave 3 of a bigger trend. So if this is wave 3 of a bigger trend, then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Label that. Let's bring this up here. Let's make this a little bit more accurate. There we go. All right. Now, one of the a couple of the biggest rules, and these are the rules that I'm going to give you, that because we are currently in a bullish market. So one of the rules is that wave 4 cannot come into the territory of wave 1. What does that mean? That means that we take our peak of wave 1, we draw it out, and our wave 4 cannot come down into and touch the territory of wave 1. So just kind of think of it like this. Let's just put a big block. Let's just say this is an area. This is the territory of wave 1. Okay? All of wave 1, this is its territory. It must be defended. So wave 4 cannot come down into wave 1. Otherwise, the structure becomes invalidated, and we are more than likely have seen an ABC correction to the upside, and that means that we more than likely are either in like a 5-3-5 correction or a 3-3-3, where we have another ABC to the downside to go. Now that would actually take out wave B, come over here, and then that's kind of more of like a topping structure. So we would actually more likely see that over here at wave 5 once we have completed our 5-wave impulse structure to the upside. That is where we would see that type of ending phase. If you notice, it did kind of look like a head and shoulders, because that's basically what it is. It's a head and shoulders pattern. So there's a lot of patterns within Elliott wave theory that you will find everywhere else. And essentially, I like Elliott wave theory because it does help give you some kind of guidance on where prices is currently within a larger cycle. So at the top, we have our final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the upside. And then when we have reached the end of the cycle, what we are going to get is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves to the downside. So that is going to be our bear market. And also within this is the exact same on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are rules. Wave 4 doesn't go into wave 1. Let's not forget our rules. Let's change this to blue. Yeah, good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. And then we get an ABC to the upside. So we have an ABC to the upside as our correction in a bear market. And then we just keep going all the way down. Another 5 waves here, another ABC, and then another 5 waves to the downside. So that's the basics of Elliott wave theory, is these waves, these cycles within the markets, and it's just counting the waves and knowing how to count these waves properly is the main thing. Okay, it's the main thing. Notice that head and shoulders put in here. So because we got that ABC, so if we were looking at this one right here and we noticed that, okay, this ABC is we've topped out. What we're looking for from this point, okay, if we are trying to identify if this is the start of a new trend to the upside or if we are going to the downside, we're looking at that wave B in here. Actually, we're looking at that wave A in here because this would be our first wave, our wave 1, okay? So if price breaks right here like this, A, then B, then C. If price breaks A, then we do not want to see it come down and cross back into the territory of wave A. Otherwise, if it does do that, then the odds are that we are heading further down, and that this was in just an ABC correction to the upside, and we have further down to go. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope that kind of gives you a good starting point with Elliott wave theory. There are some great websites online that just break it all down for you. I typically just go onto Google or whatever search engine you use and type in Elliott wave theory and do like patterns, corrective structures, all that stuff. These corrective structures do change or are different, but they most of the time are just ABCs. Those are the ones that I identify the most. Is ABC zigzags and flat patterns, flat corrections. So just type that in the search bar, flat corrections. You'll get a whole bunch of stuff pop up. Go to images, all that stuff. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe. We'll go into deeper detail in this in the future. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching, and ride the waves. Peace.